reflection of our points thus far. The 3 points, Hayden Smith of bike number 5, 3 points in front of bike number 4, 81, 67 points behind. So an impossible deficit. So 4 and 5 are guaranteed of either first or second. As we go to Hayden MB, 18 points back to Dan Bell, a further 27 to Ryan Grin. Remembering 44 has only raced at this round. He's already in 18th place, having accumulated 45 points from 2 motos. And he's 1 point behind Hamish McDonald, who's not here today. He's a further 3 behind Seaton Head. He's a further 8 behind Trent Garland, and into Jacob Beale and into Xavier Dalziel. And Max Ayres 25 away. So I think you'll see at the end of the day Maximus Purvis ending up in 13th place. 13th place is our prediction for Maximus. Not bad for only doing a quarter of the entire rounds. 13th place. Unlucky for some, but lucky enough for this man today. All right, 5 coming down through the sawdust for the final time. The family's here today. Granddad's here today. There's a lot of people to support this man, a young kid making it happen. He nearly won a junior title 3 years ago on the West Coast. But on the countback that day, lost it to Wyatt Chase. Wyatt Chase is racing overseas at the moment, so he's absentee from this racing. So Hayden Smith in his first year of National 125 racing, about to take a title. A lot of motos still left, but he's holding on to it very well here at the moment. Time elapsed of only 6 minutes and 40 seconds, so still a lot to go with 18 plus a lap. Here's the 44 with Maximus. Now the 4 with Curtis. What sort of laps Curtis got in store for him? Here he goes. Team HLR Husqvarna, along with 913 out here. Back to 137. Xavier. Said before that we expected to see him get past Xavier's result. I don't know, in fact, with all that many placings, Xavier doing that well, that maybe he doesn't. Maybe it's a 14th place. Xavier, that's not a bad result. So 44 getting some better places, but has he made up enough? No, I don't think he has. Maybe those extra placings to get up there, the second to the first placing, and that bonus 3 points could be something very special. Here we go with Hayden Smith. So Hayden with a chance to claim the big time glory today. What pressure for the young collegiate high school student. An amazing run of motocross since we first saw him as a mini, saw his potential. Had the privilege of seeing his father in action as a great motocross rider. Now we can see it in Hayden as well, and the potential to go all the way here today. So bring it on with Hayden Smith, number 1 plate holder, courtesy of CML KTM. Red plate holder, and came into the day with an 8-point lead, but that's been whittled down to 3. 5 of those points have been made up by Curtis, who's had the better day today. Hayden Wilkinson, and keen to look out for Hayden in the race. It was impossible, by the way, for him to lose his 3rd place. He's there in 9th place at this stage, 9th place, but with a 67 point. Well, so no, actually, my apologies, not, because Dan Bell on 18. No, it's not impossible, is it? Not impossible, not with 18 points. So Dan Bell, Hayden Wilkinson. So Hayden couldn't catch the 67 that he was behind Curtis, or the 70 points behind this man. Here we are with number 5. 5 to get up here, 5 to fly. 5:44 by 4 men. If these guys open up, hasn't become the tight pack race we were expecting it to be. Those that are dominant remain dominant. Those that couldn't get there seem to have been one bridge too far almost. If only we'd had our 44 108s along the way for the ride, might have been a whole different ball game. But certainly one that we're keen to see, irrespective of the results, come to fruition. Our 125 racing still playing a crucial role in developing our young riders. Almost the right of entry of the New Zealand motocross is attaining and getting a 125 title and moving MX2. If we look at Ben Broad, just how successful he's been, going from top 125 rider to straight into top 10 in MX2, and after the first round that seemed like an unlikely scenario, but he really has stormed home, and I can only see things getting better from here. So on the stepping stone to greatness in motocross, out there on the 125s. Then you get people, of course, we had Cam Negus, a great example of Cam. What a superhero he was. Like a bit like a Damien King, they were just around on 125s for so long that they made for some great racing because they still love those bikes and the way they were able to ride them. So just because 125s are a smaller, lesser powered bike, take nothing away from the fact that they're still a very good bike. So 125 racing, loved by so many. .44 by 4 the order at the moment, so here we are, keen to look out for these times. These guys are back to 2:14s, fastest time by Maximus. These guys 3 seconds slower than they were in the earlier moto today, so they really have started to feel the effects of a big day, and maybe Maximus a good example that has not done a lot of big time racing, so feeling the pressure. 913 back in here. Sam Greenslade 20th place. Going to go past Jimmy Magidson on a 0. Go past Hamish McDonald as well. I think that takes him to about 18th. Will he go past the Seaton Head as well? Yeah, he should go past Seaton as well. I think he's going to go up there. I don't think enough for Trent Garland, so possibly be under 16th place today. .210 here today with Joshua Burke-Palmer and Joshua 2 behind Joel Netsky. Joel in the race of things at the moment, unfortunately a little too far back, so see him getting past that, so should see him move up. The 971 of David Hay today. And David and all of that racing, keen just to look at. I think he's in that second group of riders. There he is, 14th place for David today. Having come from Mosgiel, ladies and gentlemen, he even had to travel north to go to the first round. It was still a 3-hour trip up the road to get to backflips, let alone coming through to the North Island for 3 rounds. So to the Hay family, hats off for the most travel. That's an incredible journey you've undertaken. I hope David has got a lot of bit of experience and some great racing out of it to make it all worthwhile. So great endeavours by the Hay family in making the mega trip. So we salute him out there, folks. 971 David Hay rides for UNL and Honda Alpine Star Bell 100% Dunlop and course graphics on the Honda CR125 from Mosgiel, Otago. That's another 20 minutes south of Dunedin, folks, to give you an idea. Well, the locals will tell you it's 10 minutes, but depends on whether it's a good day or a bad day in the traffic. Over the hill anyway, on the southern Dunedin motorway. You go from the centre of Dunedin to the centre of Mosgiel, we'll give it a 20. All right, 5 by 44, still ahead by the 4. Just a floater, in for the last moto. Keeping it smooth. .913 out here with Sam, as we talked about, moving up on the scale, 108 for James. James Scott, 21st place going into this moto. Will he get 9 more than Sam Greenslade? No, he won't. But he will get more than the 0 of Jimmy Magidson. He won't get past Maximus, but he will get past Hamish. I expect him to go up 2 places. Look for him to finish up in about 19th place, so inside the top 20 when you've only done 1 round of the championship. That's a superb evidence. We've talked about with the fastest 1-round rider and being the number 44 today of Maximus Purvis. Still a chance to be in 14th place for this championship is incredible when you've only done a quarter of the racing. Coming up next is our MX1. The adrenaline builds, the excitement builds. Remembering, of course, a 5-pointer for that one, a 5-pointer. This was a 3-pointer in favour of Hayden Smith, and it's Hayden that's got the lead. It's Hayden that's got the lead in the moto, and the lead that counts at this stage. Curtis has been the man who's been ahead of him on 2 occasions today, so this is the first time that Hayden's been in front of Curtis. And I tell you what, it's the in front that accounts, and let alone... In fact, there's Maximus now, so Maximus has got the lead. Maximus has got the lead. Oh, so we've come down to a two-pointer, but it doesn't matter. It's still in favour of his points. So here we go. 44, your new race leader, and the 5 for Hayden. The 3 looks like it's going to go back to a 5, I think. So he's going to get the 2 points. 44 for Maximus. Here we go, courtesy of CNC Redline Racing. Team Yamaha Blue Crew. There he goes, 44 over. Time at 15:55. So there you go. What are we doing? 2 on the next one. So that's 2:11. Yeah, it should be a white flag next time. Should be a white flag next time for my money. So look out for it. Remembering last time, I think it was, wasn't it at... I think it was 18 minutes and 5 seconds that the flag went out. It could be something similar again. So keen to look out. Should be the white flag next time. 21 to go past here at the moment. Trent Collins, a big year for Trent, a lot of learning to do. Probably learning more about the fact of what you've got to do with your fitness, what you've got to do with your racing. 60 out there with Dan Bell going to 81 and Hayden Wilkinson. Well, Hayden defying a bit of gravity from the point of view of being a bigger than average guy on a 125. It's normally a small kind of guys racing, but Hayden said he loves the 125. I think what's so cool about a 125 is that you can throw the bike around. Most other cases, a bike generally throws the rider around. The bike's more powerful than the rider is. We get somebody big and strong like Hayden, and he's able to control the bike, and I think that's what makes a real difference. And that's probably what makes it so much fun, and why he's still able to put in a great performance here at the end of the day, because he's got some energy left to be able to dominate the final encounter. Courtesy of Penny Holmes, Holmes of distinction. Time now is just 2 minutes past 4. And following on this, 3 races to go today. We'll have a finish lined up around about 5 o'clock this afternoon, folks. So really have made up some good time here today, thanks to Taupo Motorcycle Club and another outstanding moto effort. That's what we come to expect. There we go with 44. There he goes. And look at this, look at this. Here's some cheer on out here for Hayden. He's knows it. Somebody's telling him to him. Maximus has gone past, but it makes no difference, as he's the one-round hero. Hayden maybe is just in his 3rd place here today. White flag it is, white flag it is. Yes, indeed, at 18 to 12, 18-12. And there we go. So 12, so that's 7 seconds slower to have covered those laps in the race. 7 seconds slower for the guys. They did it in 18:05. That's just been in 18:12. But you get that at the end of 4 amazing rounds over 4 different tracks with 3 of those races today. 12 motos to count in total. When you've got to give of your all for every one of those races, it really is counting. And a tough one of that. Here's the number 4 for Curtis. Coasting for some reason, unsure as to why. Is it for consistency? Unsure of that. But this is not the same Curtis we saw earlier today. Yes, it's still a 3rd place, but it's only good enough for the 2nd. Hayden Smith wins the moto that counts. Here we are, 108 in 4th place now. James Scott, along with 81, Hayden Wilkinson. There's Hayes on the Nando Sport machine. There he goes. Mando's Flooring Motor Tech, Johnny Lewis Builders and Cardell's here. So, the man from Nelson, Hayden Wilkinson. He's left that great Nelson weather behind for 3 weekends now, and 2 of them have been probably worse weather than if he had stayed behind in Nelson. Beautiful place to be in our great country. But he's wanted to pursue his excellence, and he's going to deservedly end up in the podium in 3rd place. A good example of a man who I don't think he'll even be in the top 5 today, yet he will surely be in the top 3 for the title. So that goes to show that he's done the hard yards all around, and today's just been a matter of keeping consistent and keeping the points and keeping the opposition at bay to keep your well-deserved 3rd place, top 3 in New Zealand. Hey, 279 out there. Carlin Headley from Otrahonga, courtesy of Blackwood Yamaha Moto Tech 70. Haynes Transport and Smithy. So well done. 434. Aaron Haynes on the Patterson O'Connor KTM, and the number 90 now, the 90 of Max Air out there, and with Max, and keen just to run through those results at the moment. And where is he? 12th place. He's one behind Jacob Hicks. Has he finished one in front of Jacob? If he has, he's gone to 11th place. Don't think he would have overtaken Joshua Burke-Palmer, but as Xavier Desile potentially gone past him, so he might end up back in 12th. He might have jumped up to 11, but 13's gone past him to push him back there. There we are with the title, folks, and there it is, Hayden Smith. Yes, Hayden Smith to do it. Congratulations, Hayden Smith, to win the moto and win the title.